I'm Meghann Scully, and this is the Limerick Post Show. And joining me now is Annie, aka Virgo Moon. How are you keeping?
Not too bad. How are you?
I'm so good, thank you. I know we're going to talk about Lasta 2021, and I know it has kicked off already a national arts program for young people, created and ran by young people. But first of all, I have to ask about Virgo Moon. I think when I just first heard the name, I just like that just sounds bliss. So tell us about Virgo Moon.
Virgo Moon is my burlesque persona. So I'd say about 2019, I started taking classes in Limerick doing burlesque with Miss Lavelle, who is Limerick's most renowned burlesque performer. And I was just kind of doing them for fun, and it's just something to do, and I ended up really, really enjoying it. It really helped my confidence. I am a dancer anyway. I studied theatre, so it was like this beautiful kind of amalgamation of all of those things. So then I went to Miss Lavelle. I said, hey, I really want to do this. Like, I want to perform this. So she ended up running another course it was called Burlesque Bells, but it was just for girls that wanted to actually perform burlesque and to go on ahead. So there was myself and a couple of other performers that were meant to have our debut in March 2020. So that lovely month where everything seemed to just fall on its butt. But yeah, so that's kind of how I started out. I've always had such a passion for burlesque though, since I was, I'd say 12 or 13. I was obsessed with looking at photos of Dita Von Teese and all the big stars. So Virgo herself now has had a bit of a stunted debut because of everything that's going on, but I have an Instagram page that's at Virgo Moon Burlesque, and I can't get over the support and the interaction and everything that I've had on that, because I'm not a great social media person, but my friends are really giving me a dig out with that one and reposting everything and interacting with everything I put up, so it's great so far.
Oh, burlesque is always just so beautiful to watch. Anytime I see a burlesque dancer, it's just kind of so like mesmerizing. You're kind of there going, wow, and it's something that really captivates when you're at a show and there's burlesque dancers. Or just sometimes you go to an event and there might be like a few different, dancing and kind of entertaining going on at various times. I always find whatever it is with burlesque dancers, you're just drawn to them because it's the
confidence. Yeah. It's the confidence that it gives you, and it's the no holds barred of like, whoever you are, you can do this. No matter, there's no rules with burlesque. You can be any size, any shape, any gender, any height, anybody, and you can still do burlesque. And that's one of the most lovely things about it, is that the community is always there and there's no gatekeeping. It's just, come on up here now, do a bit of shape, do a bit of moving.
And let's have a bit of fun. Now, the reason, of course, as I did mention we're talking, is Lasta 2021 has kicked off and you're involved with Let's Amplify Limericks. So tell us all about that.
So Lasta is being produced by two absolutely wonderful young curators, Stephen Hartigan and Mamobo, who have just put together such a fantastic lineup of things to engage with online, and it's just been wonderful so far. Yesterday we had the Afropop City takeover that was recorded in the Bell Table, and it was amazing. And the launch event with Soda Blonde was on there on Friday, another great gig. So the Let's Amplify Limerick then is a kind of like a program it's all short form content just to promote the artistry that's going on in Limerick at the moment, and the up and coming artists like myself that are coming up through Limerick at the minute. And it's a hard time for artists to get themselves put out there, but there's some really wonderful performances going on as part of this little program. Even I have to shout out Will Kyohan, who is a poet that has had a piece in Lasta. I'm actually using his room as a Zoom background right now. We're housemates. So, there's some really, there's other dance going on. I know Laura Daly is doing some dance. There's music, there's so much going on with that, and it's being streamed at 12 o'clock over the next couple of days. So my performance is going to be on Wednesday at 12 o'clock, streamed on the LimeTree YouTube. So all of the other performances that have gone up are up there and are free to watch and everything, and there's a couple of more coming up that are just really exciting. So if you're around at 12, guys, tune in for those.
I'll leave a link as well in the description box below so people can get involved. I think it's just brilliant because it's getting young people involved, but it's also highlighting all the creatives that are in Limerick. And that's one thing about Limerick, is that it is so creative. And I often say that to people who aren't from here. I'm like, it's just got a bit of everything going on. And like, there's so much between music, dance, poetry, artistry, painting. Like it's just, the more I even chat to people, the more I hear about, and I'm like, we are such a creative, vibrant city, and I think that's how Limerick needs to make its mark on the rest of Ireland and the world, is for its creativeness.
And the great thing about this festival as well is that it's for young people, it's for teenagers, it's for people in their 20s, it's for people that might not fully know yet where their creativity lies. And I know, like, as someone that I'm 21 and I'm coming up through kind of like the creative arts scene in Limerick at the moment, and there's so much support there, and the LimeTree and the Bell Table will support any young artist in whatever they're doing, no matter what. And that's kind of really the target audience that this festival is for. It's to be able to expose young people to other young people, and to be able to like meet the other artists. And I've interacted with the other artists, and it's great to know that there's such a community of us there. Especially even people that aren't from Limerick, that moved to Limerick for the creative kind of thing, because that's what I did. I'm not from here originally, but you know, like, you move here because we hear such great things about it, and you end up meeting such great creative people that you can work with and you can move forward with, that it just has so much to offer in that sense.
It's funny you say that, because a lot of people, like a lot of my friends even that I've met since I've moved back to Limerick, are all, none of them are from Limerick as well. It's a real mix. It's like everyone's like, yeah, no, I came here to college and I never really went home. And I was like, yeah, I came here to college and then I went away and here I am back again now. I just think that's the way I find, for me, Limerick just left that kind of lasting mark and effect, that I was like, yeah, I'd happily. And then when a job came up and I came back here, I was like, yeah, I'm so happy to be back here, because like that, there's so much to do. Like in Ireland, one time I've been salsa dancing here, I've gone to jazz stuff, I've gone to rock, I've gone to rap, and I was like, I feel like you just don't really get that as much in other places.
Absolutely. Come here. I wouldn't have been able to do burlesque if I hadn't come here. In Tullamore, there was never going to be a burlesque class for me to go to. Miss Lavelle really pulled it out of the bag there for me. Set me up for life.
Oh, I tell you, it's going to be absolutely incredible. So Annie, as you're saying, on 12 o'clock on Wednesday, you will be performing burlesque, of course, Virgo Moon. I'm very excited to see it. And I'm really excited for you to get out there, and when we can all go and see your burlesque shows as well in real life. So as you said, mention your Instagram there again, so we can keep up to date with everything you're doing in burlesque.
It's at Virgo Moon Burlesque.
Virgo Moon Burlesque. Annie, as I said, thank you so much for chatting to us, the Limerick Post Show, about Lasta 2021. And I know it's going to be an incredible week with so much happening. Of course, check out LimeTreeTheatre.ie for more information on all the events that are happening across the week.